have a moment, do the think, pair, share again. Turn to your partner and just share. What do you think is the difference between these two types? Talk about it.
I think positive is the second
Lee and I had done our previous concept attainment assignment together, and we found this class was able to keep their ideas to themselves instead of whispering or shouting out their answers. And they were able to do this until we were given the class an opportunity to share their ideas with each other. And as you can see by the footage, the class is actively engaged, and most students seem very interested in finding a solution to this activity. Lee, do you think there's anything that we should have changed about our assignment?
Well, Emily, I wouldn't change much, but I noticed that a few students didn't catch on quite as quickly as the others. I think a preview of this lesson a few days earlier might have been the front loading that would have helped everybody be as engaged as possible in this activity.
Raise your hand if we haven't talked about it a lot, but we have mentioned this idea, this concept. Raise your hand if you know. Natalie, do you know what it's called?
I'm not sure, but I think in the right column we have a lot of grammatical problems.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and these ones don't, right?
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you could add a little bit to what Natalie said. Yeah, Reza?
For example, in sentence number 1, the word, the noun and adjective is not, stable. Mike is known for his confidence, is enthusiastic, and his intelligence.
Okay. So it doesn't follow a pattern. It's not stable, as you said. That's good. Good way of putting it.
For Phase 3, we extended our lesson by having students correct the no examples from our concept attainment data set. All of these sentences lacked parallelism, and we gave the students the opportunity to work individually or in groups. After that, we corrected the worksheet together as a class, and we found that by the end of our lesson, the students had a good grasp of the concept of parallelism. Lastly, we gave our students an exit slip and asked them to rate how engaging and effective our lesson was. We found that 25 out of the 30 students rated us 5 out of 5 for an engaging and useful lesson, and most had positive feedback on their comment sheets. Some of the comments were as follows.
It was different and very useful for our understanding. Thank you. It was definitely helpful to me, and I really appreciate it. The technique that you used to teach us was really great. Thank you. It was interesting to me. Please do it again in our classes.
Of the constructive criticism we received, the most useful comment we got was, "It's easier to fix sentences, but when you write them on your own, it's harder." We think the student might have found this activity too easy, and as a result, Lee may follow up with a more open-ended activity, having the students produce their own sentences rather than just correcting mistakes.